Hey guys, what's up? And basically today I'm going to be talking about the Wowgo e-board or electric board. However, people out there say it. Maybe they say it differently. Maybe they call it something else. Maybe they're more familiar with the term. So basically, it's an electric skateboard. Sorry, and I got it from the Wowgo website. Ordered on the 16th, and basically if you know the process it takes from getting something from China or something on the other side of the world, whether it be from Australia, etc., it just that takes a while. So basically, if you're concerned about when your package is coming, and I understand because I've never really ordered anything that I spent $900 on and I had to wait basically 15, 16, maybe even a month for it. And I'm not one of those people that are very patient. When I buy something for $900, I expect it to be here within like 5 days. Some of you might call me entitled. I'm not really entitled because I spent my own money on this. I've been dished out $900 to get two boards for me and my fiance. So it's not that I'm entitled, but it's more of it sucks that I had to wait that long, but oh well. So basically what you see in this picture here is starting from the top and going down to the bottom. That's when I got the PayPal email saying, oh well, this is my receipt for my Wowgo purchase on the website, because you have to use PayPal. From that was April 16th, and it goes, there's two of each because I bought two boards. That's why I'm saying $900. So then it goes down to the Wowgo board saying there's my order confirmation, still April 16th, and then there's the tracker that I got through the website, and eventually I could use that tracking code on 17track.net or FedEx. It basically that just said that, hey, FedEx has created a label and we're waiting for the shipment to come through. So that's basically what it really was. So after about 3 days or something, I finally got a FedEx tracking code, but did not even kick on until today, which is April 25th. So that's about excuse me, that's about a little more than a week. So, and then we got here the bottom, which is the Wowgo saying, hey, a shipment from blah 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 is on the way, and that's when it was sent out from the country, wherever they're stationed at, whether it's Hong Kong, China, whatever. So another thing you're probably saying was, hey, well, this looks a lot like my FedEx tracking when I got sent the tracking code, which really doesn't do nothing until almost 10, maybe 12 days later. And that's because when they send you the shipping tracker code, whatever, that's basically just saying, hey, we received your basically a shipment information that you're going to be using on FedEx, and then so they go, hey, FedEx is waiting for us to receive your package so we can ship it out. So basically in this video I'm going to go through quickly the in process state of kind of what I went through mentally, because first time electric skateboarder purchase, and something that I'm spending almost $1,000 on, basically my very first time. So the original one, the original standard transit was said to be 425, which is basically today, because it's 2 a.m. So it'll be a Wednesday. So today I asked Jason from Facebook. I was like, hey, I heard that maybe you had some parts pending, and I'm not sure if that affected my skateboard. He said, no, your skateboard's already been sent out. You should be receiving more information within the next few days. And surprisingly, I actually received the information probably 2 hours after I asked him and showed my concern. Jason's really an awesome guy. He's helpful. He doesn't really speak English all that well, but I give him huge props for basically speaking it pretty well, a lot more than people even born in the United States can. So basically, here's like my tracking number, and then has like the weight and the FedEx ground, the when it's actually going to be arriving. Yeah, it's arriving in about 5 days, which will be next Monday. And I mean, it's Wednesday. It's not that long to wait. Sadly, I couldn't get it this weekend or Friday because it's been so nice. Having actually free time to go out and ride this thing is kind of one of those things that you just don't get all the time unless it's really late in the night or it's on the weekends. So basically, my tracking from FedEx, the thing I got about the 18th that you'll see up here. If I just so basically, you'll see that it stayed that way for basically another 7 days, and I was just really iffy because it just sucked not having any kind of information on it. So. And I made a Reddit post saying, hey, can you guys give me some of your advice? Give me an update on your process that you're going through or that you went through when you received your Wowgo board. And so I got a lot of feedback. I think it's up to about 60 comments or something. It's growing. People are posting their times, their process, and how it's been for them so far. And I mean, it's about the same thing as me. Some people are going through the same thing. They're not getting enough information. They make them feel, I don't know, happy. Because if you see something that's making progress, you're like, oh yeah, okay, I can wait. But if you see something that's not making progress, you're just kind of sitting there, feeling this sort of anxiety of spending that much money and not really seeing any progress. But luckily, I was basically promised to get information within the next day or two, and I just got it, which is kind of great. So on the Reddit forum that I did, some guy was saying the average takes is about 2 weeks for you to receive your board. I'm like, oh, damn it, god damn it. And here's a portion of some of the comments that I've had, and if you read from the top. He says that tracking doesn't really update until the item enters the States and gets past the customs, he thinks. But from that, I think that he's actually right in a sense. You should be seeing an update soon. On average, it takes about 2 weeks for you to receive your board. 2 weeks, probably about 14 days total. I was like, that's a bummer. Totally excited that it was going to, it was supposed to be, quote unquote, FedEx said it was supposed to be arriving on Wednesday, but they didn't even have it then. And I was like, I might make another or update my current post whenever I receive updates. Some guy says, yeah, I had the same experience, no issues, but he just loved his Wowgo 2S. And I asked him, I was like, no issue. How long does it take for you to get your? How long did it take him to get his Wowgo 2S board? I was like, well, how long did it take after getting the tracking for it to arrive at your door? He said, for me, the process took 3 weeks. From the moment I purchased it until it arrived at my door, it took 1 week just to UPS pick it up. And then somebody else asked him, well, where do you live? And he says, Portugal. And some guy just says, well, thanks for sharing. Somebody else said, I purchased a 2S on the 21st. Do you think I'll get it in less than 2 weeks if my shipping address is located in California? And because all of their shipments come and, they arrive in California, I would presume that he would arrive, you'd get it very quickly. Right here, right there. So, definitely California. So, as I was gonna say earlier, is it actually got just picked up 2 something hours ago, and I was busy playing Age of Empires, so I didn't really realize that I had an email. But yeah, it arrived, and FedEx picked it up, and it's gonna be here the 30th, which is not bad. As long as I can see these updates happening, that makes me feel a lot better. And Pajamon says that it doesn't update until it's in the United States, which is true. You know, there's no in between that they can really show you or tell you how or where it's at when it's either flying in the air or on a boat shipment. It just, there's no really update until it hits the United States, and FedEx gives you that notification. He says nearly all shipments from China work like this. His buddies didn't update until after they plopped it on his porch. He quotes, "I don't think I've ever seen Wowgo rip anyone off and not deliver, so there's no reason to be freaking out about the $900. It's coming from the other side of the world. Just give it a few." I was like, all right, thanks for the quick story and tip. Helps quite a bit. And I will admit, it definitely helped chill me out for a little bit. I mean, there's a lot on here. We've just been discussing basically the same thing I went through the first few days, first week or so, and yeah. So I mean, if you guys want to go ahead and comment on this, I'm going to be updating this whether I get any updates or not. I'm going to be replying to people. I'm going to be just generally talking about the process of the board and the total length that'll take, and people are going to be commenting on this with their process, their questions, and their just basically when they get it, which is going to be great, because for somebody who's waiting, this is definitely helps a bit to have a community there that is going through the same process as you are, so they can talk about the same stuff. You can share your excitement. Who knows, if you live near each other, maybe you can meet up and have electric board kind of ride going on, because I know they do that in a lot of places. But basically, I know I went off track for quite a while here, but basically I just it's April 25th. It's a Wednesday. It's 2 a.m. in the morning, Central Time. I just got my update from FedEx saying that it was picked up, and so basically, if you want to know how long between you getting a tracking code and you getting actually updates will take, basically, because this came in at 11 p.m., so that was 3 hours ago for me, and so between 18 and 24, that's just a few days after you get the tracking code. I mean, it's almost a week, but still, it's 6 days after you get the tracking code. You might get yours sooner, you might not. If you live in California, you're gonna get your shipment pretty quick, I would assume, and you really shouldn't worry. But then again, I'm saying the same thing, that I was freaking out because that was a lot of money, and I'm very excited to try this electric board, and just, I don't know, I haven't rode a skateboard in quite a while, so it's gonna be really, really fun and probably dangerous. So yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and I don't know, keep in track, see a little bit of future videos, maybe of my fiance falling, I don't know, just go ahead and go onto the Reddit chit chat, and if you have something going on, go ahead and post it, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be tons and tons of people that are gonna be wanting to chit chat and kind of explore different ideas. So with that being said, I hope that you guys kind of found this video a little informational. If you haven't, go ahead and post your comments below or on Reddit, and I will get back to you basically within a few hours, because I had no life.